Welcome to Benny's Cooking. Now today we're going to be showing you how to cook a perfect this thing, and also the graphics are way better than the old one in Benny's Cooking. Now if the graphics are way better, it goes really faster, it's really fast, and the cooking's way slimmer. We're also going to be teaching very soon how to make salads. This is a salad that we're going to be cooking today, so get ready for that. The most delicious salad ever. So, there's gonna be cool olives in there, and these olives are so good. So, juice everywhere, so good. But here I do it. First, what you want to do is you want to make a line. Make a deep line. And this line, we're making I'm not going to show you how to make it. We're going to be making a kind of dessert, you know? Not really a dessert, but it's going to be like, there's going to be different types of things. It's called a lettuce cucumber. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up the main, and if you don't have anything, you're going to want to get some tiny splitters. You're going to want to start marking with the knife around the actual food, okay? And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut. You're going to hear if you hear this sound, that means you're ready. I'll hear deep sound, that means it's ready. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put this thing in between and open her up. This will actually separate the main skin and meat from the main other part. And we're basically splitting open this right now, but you don't want to cut it too bad because it needs to be closable. And this is what it looks like right now. You don't want it to cut through it because look, the bottom is a little bit fragile and it just fell off. But let me show you. I'm joking. What you're gonna do is you're gonna cut out the middle, and then what you're gonna do is then you're gonna start putting random fruits in there, whatever you want to put in. What you're gonna do, you're gonna want to mark around it. Mark around the middle of the food. Then make a quick split of the wrist and carefully cut off the top part. That is right there is some of the most delicious meat right there. The edges of the meat is actually the most delicious, so please pick them out carefully. You always want the right meat. And what we're going to do is we are going to start digging in. Now what you want to do is you want to use your hands for a minute as we slowly spit it all out. Slowly spit all those pieces that's in between meat out. Get some of your knife. And add a little bit of salt into there. Completely. And cut everything off, and now it looks like a fancy, tiny holder. Now, all this meat is going to be cooked into one giant, big food, and it will also go into the salad. This is also a big difference, so this is not able to be done today because this is a very big project for that. This can go into salads, it can go into food, it can go into, you don't know, burgers. Anybody that likes cucumbers? Probably nobody. But you should keep the middle organs because those are the organs and you're going to get more of them. So, also, this board right here is on sale at Benny.com because it has M on it, and I'm kind of in master class. So, it's just boom. So, I'm in master class and I'm trying to show you. Yeah, that's it. So, what you're going to want to do now, you're ready. Before, we're going to want to do the same thing, the other one. Make a big split. Then you're going to want to start digging on in there. It's going to start popping everywhere. If you don't like doing this type of stuff and getting your hands dirty, you can use a spoon, or you just can't do it, since kind of this type of food kind of always kind of makes you do it, like with your hands a little bit. Spoons would sort of make it too thick, and then nothing could be like the things that we're going to be putting in here. It can't be. But also, if you are not great with a knife, which I know some people that are not the best at knives, you're going to want to fix that. The salt prevents it and makes it nice. So now you got 2 strips of freshness. Now these 2 strips of freshness are now I'm not going to be using anything with these cucumber things, so I have to dump this out. I'm not ever going to be using them. So I'm just going to clean it off really quickly. Also, should also clean off their boards. All chefs should be able to clean off their boards right before a meal. Now, this board is completely clean. Wet, but still. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to do something big. So we're going to sharpen your knife. And then you're going to get your main meat down. Cut off one bit of meat and the other. Because this part of the meat right here, now we're going to begin. So pick a little bit of cheese out of the salad. That'd be the salad's already cooked. So this cheese is very, very special. I'm going to spread the cheese all in there. You're going to want to spread that cheese into the cucumber. This cheese is going to give out that flavor in there, and this is going to be a good, it's going to be like a little bit of like a padding for the actual food that's going to go into this cucumber. Then you're going to want to salt it and then pepper it. Put a little bit of pepper on there to give it that flavor. What you're going to do is you're going to get your cheese. Just all hands on deck a little bit. Rip up that cheese, and then you're gonna want to completely just slather it on there into the meat. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, the description will read. I'll tell you all what you have to do. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, but I know some people that just don't understand what I'm trying to talk. So if you just don't know what I'm talking about, you hear that sound, if there's a little bit of a cut on the back of the cucumber, you can also fix it by adding a little bit of cheese to it. Here's how you do it. You open it up and put the cheese at the back. Very simple. And there you go. Then you're going to get a knife and completely just flatten it out. The problem is that you don't want the cheese to be too thick. I'm going to slather it a little bit of that. You can remove it. Then that means I would have to remove all the cheese for a minute. Then put all that cheese back. Now you got 2 delicious padding-filled cucumbers that could be easily eaten by anybody. These things are they look very delicious, but if this doesn't look appetizing to you enough, we're going to be adding chickens and different types of noodles to it. What we're going to do is we're going to add some noodles, different types of noodles to it. The noodles are the most important part, actually. We're going to add a couple noodles to each and every one. If you're making a lot of like these 5 or some of these, you're going to have a lot of work out because these are actually one of the most powerful and one of the most delicious ones that you could ever get. Now, get your knife again, and you're going to want to slather that meat down. Typically, they get stuck to your knife, but actually, I'm joking, you do not need to have these. If you don't want to, they do not look appetizing to you. If you've ever tasted them, they do not look good. Then you're going to want to cut an olive in half. And you're going to want to start just putting some olives on, you know? Typical. All those olives on there, there's a lot of olives. All the olives will be on here. All these olives will result in the best part of the food. You really want great flavor, this is what you do. You put the olives on. Then you want to get your knife or your hands and start slathering all of the olives dead center into it. Like, push it down, push it as much as you can. Now it looks beautiful. Now, then what you want to do to finish it all off is add a couple bits of leaf. Some edible leaves, not backyard leaves. It's pretty stupid. And after the preparation, you are going to be great with a great, delicious food. You will totally be down for each and every day if you really like it that much. Here's how it turned out. Oh yeah. First of all, these hands are disgusting after, but here you go. If you really want to try these out, these are the most delicious bit of food you could ever have. These foods are the most delicious of its kind, and you can try it out right now. Just follow the directions. As you can see, why we said in the video, these are the most delicious food you could ever have. These foods are one of the most delicious foods, and they go well with almost everything. The cream in there is just so amazing and packed in. You have to try it at some point. Now, please, have a nice day. This has been crazy.